Hi, my name is Nasir and I'm an adventure motorbike rider. Now today I'm going to give you a review of my KTM 390 adventure motorbike based on my experience riding this bike for approximately 2,500 kilometers so far, having ridden all the way from Malindi, the coast of Kenya, to here in Kigali, Rwanda, and I'm still on transit to Cape Town, South Africa. Now it is very important to know that reviews on these bikes differ from one review to another based on the experiences, and this is a review based on my experience of Nairobi, my KTM 390 adventure motorbike, and by the end of the video you will get to know as to why I call my bike Nairobi. Hang in there and enjoy this video. So guys, to start us off, I would like to let us know that KTM is originally an Australian-Indian manufacturer's partnership. And for my case, this particular KTM 390 adventure motorbike, I acquired it from the KTM dealership in Nairobi, and it was originally shipped from India. So to start us off, we're going to talk very briefly about the engine. Now this is a state-of-the-art liquid cooled. I have to show you where the coolant is. This is where the coolant is. So this is a rather liquid cooled engine, and it is a single cylinder engine, 4-stroke 373, and as much as it's 390, but the cc is 373 cc. Now that makes the bike perfect for the world of adventure, no doubt about that. Now something else I would like to say is that this engine is equipped with an electric starter, and it achieves a peak power of 43 horsepower. It has been built with the highest level of technology to allow it to warm up upon ignition, and it is also eco-friendly as its emissions are highly improved to prevent fuel vapors from being released into the environment through this exhaust. So that's about the engine. Now about the fuel consumption, the bike comes with a tank of 14.5 liters. Now by my experience, it consumes an average per liter, it goes up to between 35 to 40 kilometers. And considering it has a 14.5 liter tank capacity, this gives you an average of about maybe 500 to 580 kilometers when the tank is completely full. Now don't let the bike fool you. The weight of the bike will surprise you. It weighs, the dry weight actually, it's about 158 kilograms. Now this makes it an ideal adventure bike to travel around long distances, as it is not heavy. Now the problem with handling heavy adventure bikes is sometimes when you least expect it, the bike can fall. It has happened to me before at a tea plantation in Kenya, and at least it wasn't very hard for me to lift it up. I weigh about 72 kgs, and this bike is twice more than my own weight, so it wasn't quite a struggle for me to lift it up, although there are different techniques to rather lift a bike even if it is 3 or 4 times heavier than you. But for me, I would say lightweight is a plus for me. Now something else I would want to tell you is the wheels for the bikes. This KTM 390 adventure bike, it comes with a wheel size of 100 by 90 by 19 for the front wheel, and the brake disc is 320 millimeters, while for the rear tire, the tire size is 130 by 80 by 17, and the brake disc, which is on the other side, this is the brake disc for the rear, it is 230 millimeters. Now they are on different sides. The front disc is on the left hand side, while the rear brake disc is on the right hand side of the bike. Now, the anti-braking system, I would want to show you from the TFT monitor of the bike. Let me just turn the bike on for you to see the ABS. Okay, that's the TFT monitor. Now, for us to see the ABS system, I hope it is clear for you. Now, there is the ABS system. Now, this bike is equipped with two models of braking system. Now, there is the road ABS system. That is, you can use that when you are on the road, and when you are exploring the off-road, you could actually just move it to the off-road and select. All this you can do it from the left-hand side of the handlebar using these buttons to change the anti-braking system, which makes it very ideal for both types of rides, either road, that is the street, or the off-road. Now, while we talk of the ABS, it is also important to talk about the traction. Now, the bike comes with motorcycle traction control, which allows you to either have the traction control on or off. Now, this motorcycle control, or rather traction control, it helps you, or rather it helps the bike from locking, the wheels from locking. Sometimes on very rare incidences, it happens that the bike, or rather the wheel, can lock when you're trying to apply the brakes. So now this prevents that from happening, as it is a safety measure for you to consider, which makes it really convenient. Although it is not mandatory that you use the traction control. Like for my case, I don't think I have used the traction control. I think I am good without the traction control. Yes. Okay. So that is that. Now, something else very key to consider when you're buying a bike is the seat height. Now, for this KTM 390 Adventure, the seat height is 855 millimeters from the ground. That's about 85 centimeters. Now, for me, I am a 5'3" feet rider, and I comfortably sit on this bike without any struggle. So I think even if you are taller, it makes it even easier for you. And also, something important to consider is that it gives you a good sitting posture when you are riding or rather when you are going for a long ride. The sitting posture allows you to sit upright instead of the what do we call them, the sports bikes that make the rider lean forward. This one, you're able to sit upright and go for long rides without actually getting tired of the sitting posture. Also, the handlebar being this wide, it gives you a good posture when you are sitting and riding for a really long distance. Now, it is also worth pointing out that the steering wheel, it can turn up to an angle of 63, I think 63.5 degrees. So I think that is okay for me. So far, I have not had a challenge with the turning of the steering wheel. However, the other bikes that allow you to turn even to, I guess, 90 degrees angle or something like that. Now, something else worth pointing out is the headlight. Now, what you can see, or rather what you are seeing here, the KTM bikes, not just the 390 Adventure, but this is the signature stylish LED headlight for the KTM bikes. Now, for all the bikes, the 890 Adventure, the 790, the 1290, the Dukes, Duke 290 and 390, I think, they use this kind of stylish LED headlight. Now, even for the indicators as well, the LED, I think both for the front and the rear, they are both LED, as well as the braking light system. Now something else I would like to add about the bike is that it comes with a skid plate, if you can see it down here. Now this skid plate helps protect the engine. Sometimes you might be riding on areas where there could be rocks or the ground could affect the engine. So when you come into contact with such, the skid plate allows you to maneuver, or rather to protect the engine from getting any harm. So you could get this one comes with the bike, but you could also get off market skid plates which could be better than this. Now there's also a radiator protector, or rather the radiator guard that comes with the bike. It comes with a plastic one, but for my case I had to change it, and I got a metal protector for the radiator. What else do we need to put across? Now something else really important to say is that if you look at the chain, it's a little bit white. So now there is a lubricant that I applied just the other day. It's the Motorex Adventure Motorbike lubricant. It's the one that is recommended by KTM, and I think Motorex has a partnership with KTM of some sort, because KTM recommends the Motorex products. The same with the coolant. It is also a Motorex coolant. This coolant helps to cool the radiator, or rather it goes to the radiator, which helps to cool the engine. So I guess that's all I could say about the bike. Something that rather discouraged me a little bit is the windshield. Now this windshield is very strong and good, but it is short. If you are a short rider, good for you, because it protects your chest from the wind when you're riding at a very high speed. But now it doesn't protect your head from getting the winds. And unfortunately, if you are a tall rider, this will come as an inconvenience for you, because it will not, or it may not, protect your chest from the strong winds. However, I would say there are also off the market windshields that are available, bigger than this, that you could get, and it will protect you from the wind. Now guys, something really cool I want to tell you about this TFT monitor is that it allows you to be able to get some notifications about the bike. Like apart from you being able to change the traction control for the bike, it has different areas. It shows you KTM ride. It is also able to give you information about the trips you've made and the data about the trips, like the kilometers, the mileage you have covered. It also enables you to make some settings, particularly for something here, the quick selector. Now let's forget about that. What I'm more interested is the Bluetooth. You can be able to connect, if you're having a headset system, you can be able to connect it to this bike using the TFT monitor, so that you will be able to receive calls by pressing these buttons here. Whenever someone calls you and you have your headset connected, the Bluetooth headset connected to this TFT monitor, you'll be able to pick calls by just pressing one of the buttons on the left hand side of the bike. Now something else really cool is that you are also able to set, like it gives you warning about the service, or rather it gives you an update about the service. Like the last service I had was at 1,000 kilometers. Now the second service is scheduled for 7,500 kilometers, and when we finally hit 7,500 kilometers from the first service, I will be getting a warning that will appear on this screen right here, which will help me know that it is about time I get the bike for its other service. Now the bike also allows you to be able to do something really cool. Let me show you. There is something called the quick shift. Now for my case, I haven't used it. Now what the quick shift allows you to do is, instead of whenever you need to change gears from down here, instead of changing gears that you have to pull the clutch, instead of having to pull the clutch, once you have the quick shifter on, you'll be able to change gears without using the clutch at no particular time. Now that is really cool, but I think I'm not used to that, so I haven't put the quick shifter on. So I just use the traditional system of the clutch, which is something that I am really used to so much. I also forgot to point out that the engine is 6 transmission, rather it has 6 gears from gear 1 all the way to gear number 6. So how much does the bike cost? The KTM 390 Adventure retails at approximately $7,000 US. Now, what I would like to say is that the price differs from one dealer to another based on different factors, say from country to country, different logistical market trends and all other things. So I would strongly advise you or encourage you to contact your local KTM dealer to get the exact price of the bike. That was my review of the KTM 390 Adventure motorbike. Thank you so much for watching. Now on to the very last thing. I had promised to tell you why I called my bike Nairobi. Now, have you watched La Casa de Papel? Yes, the series Money Heist. Now, Alba Flores, she plays the character Nairobi in this series, and she's my favorite actress. I really just admire her a lot from the entire series, and I honestly loved her and the character that she played. So thank you so much guys for watching this review. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and please do keep riding with us all the way to Cape Town, South Africa. Have fun. Bye bye.